Let's start by making it very clear that Meg Thee Stallion is not on trial. This is not Meg Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez. This is the state versus Tory Lanez, a trial in which Meg has testified in because Tory has been accused of shooting Meg in the feet in July 2020. If you don't know what's going on, I got you, girl. Let me explain. Okay, so rewind to July 2020. Meg's friend Kelsey, Tory, and Tory's bodyguard were in a car leaving a party at Kylie Jenner's house. Reports say an argument broke out. Meg got out of the car and Tory allegedly fired several shots at her feet. But when the police arrived, out of fear for Tory's safety and for her own, she told the police that the injuries on her foot were due to stepping on broken glass, which I think was an entirely reasonable response given the socio-political context at the time. You have to understand, George Floyd was murdered in front of the world just 3 months prior. And excessive force by the police is a very major and real threat faced by the Black community. So that night, Tory Lanez was arrested for possession of an unregistered firearm, and Meg was taken to the hospital for treatment. Mind you, her medical records were very detailed in the description of bullet fragments being removed from her foot. So it wasn't until 3 days later that she said she got shot, and it wasn't until August 20th where she said Tory Lanez was the one who shot her. And of course, there were waves of backlash online against Meg, claiming she was lying about the whole thing. And in October 2020, Tory Lanez was officially charged with assault and carrying an unregistered weapon. Which brings us to the trial today. Meg told the jurors that after she got shot, Tory offered her $1 million to keep quiet because he was on probation. There were also transcripts read in court of text messages Tory sent to Meg that night saying he was so sorry, he wished he could change what he did, he was drunk. But Tory is now claiming that his apology was taken out of context and he was in fact apologizing for the fact that he slept with one of Meg's friends and that made her jealous, which is a lot of gumption for a man who stands at 5'3", but I digress. Tory Lanez will face a maximum sentence of 22 years if a jury finds him guilty of assaulting Meg with a firearm beyond a reasonable doubt. But if Tory's legal team can establish reasonable doubt by showing that maybe it was Kelsey that shot her, or maybe it was an accident, or maybe she's making this all up because she's bitter and jealous, Tory can walk away from this. And my heart breaks for Meg because regardless of how this plays out, she's the one that's going to get blamed. If he's found guilty, she'll be blamed for bringing the claim in the first place. If he's found not guilty, she'll automatically be labeled a liar, even though that's not what a not guilty verdict necessarily implies. And then you add the element of her own peers rapping lines like, "This bitch lie about being shot, but she's still a stallion." Like, Drake, you're a successful, relevant rapper. What do you gain by putting out a line like that? And at what cost? Anyway, I'm running out of time. Now you're caught up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.